coming up tonight on This Week in Carrington Sports.
That's it! Number one goes down on opening night.
The Carrington Cardinal girls basketball team opens their season with an upset win over number one South Prairie Max. We've got the highlights. Plus, Carrington Wrestling with a very busy week, including a home dual triangular with Thompson and rugby. We've got a recap of that as well. And with one final look back to the fall, 2 Carrington athletes named second team All-State in volleyball. All of that and a whole lot more coming up tonight on This Week in Carrington Sports.
Hi, this is James at Bassett Motors. Let's test drive a new Chevrolet together. Stack up the savings with discounts and rebates combined with 0% financing for the lowest payments of the year. See us online at BassettMotors.com or call us 701-652-2955. Or better yet, stop in and see our wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
Where our customers send their friends.
We start this evening with one final look back to the fall because after a 31-win debut season under head coach Caden Merring, 2 Carrington Cardinal volleyball stars, junior Harper Coleman and sophomore Aniston Hornet, were named second team All-State in Class A. Hornet racked up an astounding 1,130 assists in just 37 matches while serving 44 aces and making 311 digs defensively. The sophomore setter also accumulated 70 kills and 36 blocks. Coleman led the team in kills with 319, was second in digs with 516, and added 35 service aces. That was good for third in the squad. She also had 27 blocks. The Cardinals finished 31-6, and Coach Merring was named Region 2A Coach of the Year.
When you're thinking about insurance, think of Bickett Insurance. Bickett Insurance, through our partnership with Auto Owners Insurance, can take care of your farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance needs. The agents at Bickett Insurance have over 115 years of insurance experience. We know how to design policies to protect the things important to you. Give Bickett Insurance a call today.
Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency. Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency.
Carrington girls basketball opened their 2025-26 season at home and immediately thrown into the fire against the number one team in Class A, the South Prairie Max Royals.
South Prairie Max. The opening tip of the season is controlled by Mara Coots, and here's Harper Coleman against a 1v1 defense. It's a dump down to Coots, who spins, fires, and hits. Carrington up 2-0 early. Mara Coots the opening basket. Mid-range jumper back, wide right, rebound, comes down to Mara Johnson. Up ahead, top, up ahead, it's Mara Coots getting inside, extra pass, Hornet, 4-0 Carrington. She's off the front of the rim, rebound on the backside by Harper Coleman. Carrington can break the press, and they do with Sienna top. 2 dribbles in, passes left side, Hornet from 17, knocks it down. Aniston Hornet with 4, and it's 8-2 Carrington. Post entry to a wide open Harper Coleman, who misses, but Mara Coots does not. And it's 15-10. Mara's already got 6.
Good.
Now Mara Coots thought about it, does not take it. Now she will from 19. Off the front of the rim, rebound Scotty Beck. And she has her pocket picked by Sienna Top, who lays it in.
That was a good job by Maya working around that and being able to push Scotty out and forcing her to hook her.
Now Maya Nice, a corner 3. Boom! Her first varsity points are 3, and it's 19-15. Hornet around a screen. Leads for Mara Johnson. Spins into the lane. Mara gets inside and floats it in. Mara Johnson's first basket cuts the SPM lead to 4 at 23-19. Around an Anniston Hornet screen. The switch comes with Scotty Beck.
There you go.
Now,
Go to work.
mid-post. It's Mara Coots getting inside, putting it up, missing it long. Rebound Coots, back up and in. Here's Harper Coleman down the left side. Coleman holds.
Ooh.
Now goes Anniston Hornet for the tie. You bet! Annie's first three. We're tied at 24. Coots spins and finds Harper Coleman. Numbers now.
got numbers.
Coleman, top, lays it up and in. Carrington on top.
Good.
26-24 Cardinals. 5:08 of the third.
Oh, hit
15
it.
to shoot. And Mara Johnson left
That works.
wide open on the inbound. She knocks it down. We're tied for the fourth time, this time at 28. Knocked away by Coots. Stolen by Top. Sienna the other way will hold
Way to
and
hold
find
it.
it up top. Mara Johnson, she can shoot that. Mara Coots now mid-post, in on Beck. Kick out. Mara Johnson left alone and makes them pay. And just like that, she's got 8. It's 36-32, but Carrington
numbers.
breaks the press. Right side, Sienna, top of 3.
Oh,
Banks
my
it in.
goodness.
May have been fouled. It was not called. Now Coots skip it. Sienna
Hit
top,
it.
corner 3 long.
Oh, she banked
banked
it.
in. I can't believe that went in. 43-40.
Oh, my God.
Beck fakes a 3, pick and roll, down low. Mickelson puts it up a little bit long. Rebound, Mara Coots. Carrington can take the lead again. Here's Top. Spinning back, leaving for Coots. Right side, Hornet. In the corner,
Hit it.
Johnson
Oh.
for the lead. Yes! Mara Johnson a 3, 47-45 Cardinals. Now Hornet, they'll run an offense. A bucket here makes it interesting.
My heart rate is through the roof
Hornet.
right now.
With 15 to shoot, spins left. Aniston down the lane, puts it up, puts it in! Aniston Hornet lays it home. Carrington by 3. Here's Rutledge, a 3, long, rebound, Harper Coleman. Harper Coleman breaks the press and gets fouled. Little backcourt pressure to burn some clock.
Oh.
And a near steal. It is a
shit, it is
steal.
stolen.
Up ahead, Mara Johnson to Coots, and Coots is fouled. Coots nails it. 54-47 Carrington. The other way, Scotty Beck. Scotty Beck fires a 3. It's no good. Rebound Johnson. That's it. Number 1 goes down on opening night. Carrington win it 54-47 on opening night over the top-ranked South Prairie Max Royals. Cardinals defeat number 1 South Prairie Max 54-47. We're joined by Mara Coots in postgame. Third career game in double figures in scoring for you, and what a way to start the season,
Yeah,
huh?
for sure. We know South Prairie's a good team. They've always been a good team. They've got a good program. They got good girls. So we just knew we had to play as good as we can for the first game. We're still trying to figure some stuff out, but obviously they are too. So it's just a great way to start the season.
You looked more confident out
Yeah.
there. I mean, how much did that state tournament, we've talked about it a lot on the radio, how much did that state tournament help you?
Well, obviously, if you make it to state, those are some of the best girls in the state. And so just playing against them really helps me work on my defense, work on my offense, try and figure out ways to score, even on taller people, even on shorter people. It's just all types of people in the post. So when I play them in the regular season, it's way easier and helps my confidence.
How about this crowd tonight? I mean, it was crazy in
Yeah,
here.
it was. It was good the whole time. We had a good student section. Our fans were good too. Everyone on the bench was very energetic.
That was a lot of fun, right? I mean, and that's just the first one, for goodness sake. All right, let's talk a little bit about, we made mention of it, you have to take a little bit of a break now.
Yep.
Talk us through it as much as you want to.
Okay, so I have this thing with my heart. It's from birth. It's just it's called SVT. So my heart rate gets really, really fast, like just randomly. So a couple times tonight it was doing that. So on Wednesday I get to go to Mayo Clinic, and they're gonna try and stop that. So it's easier for me to play sports.
And the good thing is, once they find it, once they fix it, it's forever fixed.
Yep.
It cannot come back.
And I only have to sit out for about 5 days. So
Well, Mara, congratulations
Thanks,
on the
BJ.
win, and thanks.
Thank you.
Head coach Andy Broughton joining us. I mean, Coach, we talked about it in pregame. This is a very new basketball team for you. You must have learned an awful lot tonight.
Yeah, we worked on our depth a little bit, got some kids in the rotation, and they weren't very long spills, but they needed to step up when they did. And, My Nice hit a big bucket in the first quarter, or second quarter, I think, somewhere in the first half. Second quarter. But overall, the game's 50-50 in the last 2 minutes, and we just kind of made 2 or 3 extra plays. And that's what I told the kids afterwards. I said 2 or 3 plays go in their favor, and they're looking at the victory. So you can't get too high with the highs. You don't get too low with the lows. We just kind of stay steady, and, hey, we show up to work tomorrow.
One of the things that was very noticeable, just in comparison to last year's game, and granted, a season opener will never look that way, but you did a nice job running them off the three-point line, and I thought you rebounded really well tonight.
Yeah, and, these kids, they all have a pretty good nose for the ball. All of them are good rebounders, and that's what it kind of takes. We started out in a zone just to get a feel for it, and we knew that probably wasn't going to last because when they put Beck at the free throw line, and she was an easy outlet to the other side. They got open threes, and so our zone lasted maybe 4 or 5 minutes. But we thought it would just get them settled a little bit, and offensively, we came out with a spark that way too, and that was big. I think just getting up 6-0 says, hey, we didn't get blown out like last year.
This was a great atmosphere in here, wasn't it?
Yeah, it got loud when Mara J hit that shot in the corner, and it really did get loud, and we sure appreciate that. And kids get a little more spark of energy, and that kind of carried us home. When you think about it, that's when we took a little run at the end, and when Mara J hit that shot, it says, hey, we're here now for the last couple minutes.
So now you get to build on this with a full week of practice before your first region game. I know you as a coach love that you're going to get to have something to work off of and just continue to get better. You guys are very much a day-by-day program.
Absolutely, and we got to maybe work on our rotation a little bit if we have one of our players not there against Hillsborough. So we'll have to try some things. And Hillsborough's very physical. They're going to be jacked. You beat South Prairie, you're going to have a little more of a target, and that's okay. Pressure is a privilege. So we want to continue to play these top teams and put our best foot forward.
Well, Coach, not a bad way to start year 27. Congratulations.
Thank you, BJ. Appreciate it.
Carrington hit the road twice this week, once in region play. That's Tuesday at 6:45 on KDAK The Cardinal at the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros before a rematch of the consolation semifinal from a year ago in Belcourt against Turtle Mountain, Friday at 5:15 on KDAK The Cardinal.
Life is about moments, big or small, joyful or challenging. At Carrington Health Center, we believe everyone in our community deserves compassionate care close to home, so you can focus on enjoying those moments surrounded by the people you love. At our facility, we put the care in
physical therapy,
radiology,
love,
acute care, clinic.
Here with senior Sienna Top, and now you're the only senior. You have a huge role on varsity. How excited are you about all this?
I'm very excited to see where the season heads, and we're ready for it.
And you got a lot of playing time on the B team last year. How's your game better than it was a season ago?
I think I have a lot more hustle, more effort. We're definitely going to take this opportunity and just do the most with it.
You're the only senior on this roster, so I have to ask, what does leadership mean to you?
When there is a hard just situation going on, to just keep pushing the girls, giving them a little help and advice.
Last year's state tournament, what are your goals this year?
Go right back there and win it.
And that is senior leader Sienna Top.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Head on over to Headlocks of Carrington for some great deals after the Cardinals game. If you and your friends come in sporting any Cardinals gear, you'll not only receive the friendliest service around, but also special discounts. Ask for more details and visit us on Facebook for all of our happenings.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
Cardinal Wrestling with their first home matches of the season in a triangular with Thompson and with Rugby.
Down, a minute 20 to go in this opening period. Throws an armbar in on the left side, and Klein trying to run this over, and he's got Defoe up on his back, and he's got near fall counting right now, and Klein is going to try to cinch back, and he's got Defoe in a lot of trouble, and there's the fall, and it's going to come at 56 seconds. Opponent Carter Bartels, and now he just threw a lateral drop to Billy Jorgensen, and he threw Bartels right to his back, and he's got him in big trouble with a minute 30 to go in the first period. There's the fall. Underhook here for Mason Cook, and he's trying to jack up Otto, and now there's a throw attempt, and Cook comes out on top of that, and he's got Otto sprawled out, and that looks pretty tight, and now Otto trying to bridge out of it, but Cook right there, and that looks like this is going to get pretty tight, and down on the mat, and Cook trying to finish this off. We'll see if he can get the fall. We're under a minute to go, but still about 50 seconds. Otto trying to bridge out of this. He's getting to the edge of the mat, and there's the fall. Now puts both legs in, and he's trying to break Decker down. Now he does break him down, and now he's going to try to, now he throws on a high arm bar and a half Nelson, and he brings Decker right over onto the mat, and he's got Decker in some big trouble now. Decker belly back down, but he's going to get they're going to give him 4 near falls, so now 12-13 to 1, and now he just tilts him back over, and he's going to get more near fall out of this. That might be a tech fall, and that is it. 17 to 1 with 42 seconds to go, and that's a tech fall. So there's kind of a chin drop, and he just put Bartels right to his back, and he's got Bartels in big trouble. Savageau gets the fall at 55 seconds. Trying to throw a half in right here. And now, boy, he got a little sloppy right there. Tried to roll into a tilt, and he just about caught himself in his back, but now he's got an arm barred up, and he brings Krebs over, and he's got Krebs in big trouble now with a minute 8 to go in the second period. Jackson Wilson's got that arm locked up, and he's got Krebs, and there's the fall. It's going to come at 2 minutes and 58 seconds, the fall time. And quickly puts a leg in, and now kind of a crossbody ride here, and he just puts that almost a neck wrench right there, but he's got Kurz down on the mat, and trying to finish this off is Gabe Clifton, the junior, and there's the fall, 41 seconds in. Oh, he let it go. He's going to get 4 near fall out of it. He leads 9-1 now. Now he cradles up Defoe, and that's tight, and there's the fall. 41 seconds in for Jacob Heinrichs will get the fall. And can he run this over? And he does, and he's got Stofteig in a lot of trouble now as Charlie rolls him up, and that's going to be pretty tight. That's not going to work, and there was no loss of control. So now Cook might end up getting a reversal, and he did, and near fall. So Cook's going to should have 3. Back right now, trying to break Malley back down to the mat. Throwing a power half, or a half in, and he's trying to he brought Malley over, and now he's going to just kind of settle back into this, going to kind of cup that head in, and he's got Malley in big trouble now. Malley trying to bridge out of this, but he's in a lot of trouble, and that's going to probably do it. That's going to be a fall in 43 seconds. Nicely done by Jackson Wilson, 3-0, and he's off to the side. He's trying to roll up Sadler, and he's got him close to near fall here, and I'm not sure if he's counting or not. Now he's got it, and he's going to scoop that head, and Guzman in big trouble now as Clifton just rolled him into that power half or that arm bar, and there's the fall, and it's going to come at 1 minute 35 seconds for Gabe Clifton, a fall at 1:35. Now Jacob trying to bring Wangler back to the mat. Wangler getting into Jacob. Jacob getting a little sloppy. Now he just rolled Wangler right onto his back, and that's tight, and there's the fall. There's a shot, but Jorgensen kind of just had to move his foot out of the way. Stewart's going to have to try something here, and now he does, and Jorgie just sprawls back, spins around, takedown for Jorgensen. 10 seconds to go, and Charlie leads 7-3, and that should do it as he gets on top. English just working on the left side right now, trying to break Lafferty back down to the mat. Now he just stacked him up, and boy, Lafferty in trouble, and there's the fall. 1:27 the fall time for Gabe English. Joining us now is the head coach of the Cardinal wrestling team, Josh Kerbaugh. 15th year for Josh Kerbaugh. Boy, time flies by, but it's been a fun ride watching your guys, and a good start or good night here tonight for your kids.
It definitely doesn't seem like 15, more like 8.
Yeah, it's it just goes by so quick, and tonight, you know, Thompson obviously a program that just kind of getting going. Rugby's been around for a while, but you guys matched up well with rugby. Obviously, if the kids where they had kind of some better kids, you guys just were a little better.
Yeah, you're right, and some of the, you know, each team had a couple forfeits, and it happened to be at the same weights. So at least against rugby, so that didn't really hurt us in that scenario. And then it was basically head to head the rest of the way. And rugby, give them credit, they had more guys now, with quite a few more guys than last year. And I think they fought hard, and you know, like you said, Thompson's brand up and coming program, and I think Thompson's a town is a sports town and has the numbers to develop into a team as the years go.
Yeah, and you know, I think anytime you get a program, you know, that when you start like that, and you can weigh in on what you think, but it just seems like if you can just get through those first several years, and then if you can find a few kids that have some success, then it just starts building.
Yeah, I bet you it takes like one guy almost.
Yeah.
One guy that's names in the paper and on the radio, and that guy's a state placer. Next thing you know, they might have a state finalist. Next thing you know, they might have a state champ, and next thing they're rolling. Yeah,
and as you said, I mean, they're in that area over by Grand Forks where Thompson's had a lot of success in a lot of other sports. So it's you just kind of expect down the road that they're probably going to have some quality wrestlers coming up. For you guys now, Josh, you've had the Minot tournament, a few duels now, and how are things looking in the early season for you guys?
I think things are going well. You know, we're very young. For a large part of our team is very young, junior highs age and freshmen. Couple sophomores, and then the rest are, you know, a big chunk of juniors, and Jacob Heinrichs is the lone senior. So we are, you know, there's definitely a mixed group of ages, and I think everyone's doing pretty good. And I think the talent, there's definitely, like, you could see it on the mat, those young guys have been wrestling together a long time, and I bet you almost every one of those guys have been on a national team before, so now they're starting to get into high school, and we're going to see the fruits of their labor from their youth wrestling.
Watching Charlie Jorgensen, you know, and I know, granted, maybe the competition that he saw tonight, not your high-end state caliber, but Charlie looks a lot more aggressive this year, at least what I've seen tonight, and you got to like to see that.
Yeah, I'd say we went to that Nebraska team camp last summer, and that was the best I'd ever seen him wrestle prior to like this season or whatever, and like hitting moves that I never knew that he could hit. I mean, I think he knew them, but I've never seen him do it live. And
just getting a little more confident.
Yeah, just letting it fly, and arm throws, headlocks, a bunch of stuff that I'd never really seen him do in a match. And then I think he had quite a bit better football season as well. Talking to Coach Smith, he was impressed. He's a very smart kid, and once he tells himself, you know, I know how to do these things. I'm smart enough to retain all this information. Now I just got to pull the trigger.
When you look at the top end, or if you want to call it the low end with the lower weights, how are things shaking out now with the weight classes? Are you starting to see some separation in some of the weight classes and getting kids in the spots you want them?
Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to get them in the low weights where we want them, just because they haven't grown enough yet. But we can only deal with the hammer dealt, and we have tough 107 pounders. Gabe English is the starter right now. We also have Landon Clifton, who you'd see was bumped up to 114, and you saw Ridge Kramlich. He won some matches, all his matches tonight. You got Chase Stedman. He's the lightest of the group. He won tonight. I think that's it, because Mason Cook's weighing in at 114, and we saw him bump up to 21.
Yeah.
And you see how he's pretty gritty. Like, he'll never quit in a match, and he's only getting better every day.
And Mason, he was giving up some size to the kid he wrestled in that. You could
absolutely.
definitely see that.
Yep.
You know, usually when you're down there, you know, if it's a 7-pounder, 14, 21, even that 7-pound difference in some of these kids, I mean, it makes a big difference out of that mat.
Oh, especially in those lightweights. It's huge. It's massive. Yeah. I mean, Landon, he wrestled in that exhibition. He was wrestling a 33-pounder. Ridge wrestled a 27-pounder, I think. They were wrestling, or it was flip. I don't know. Both of them were wrestling multiple weights heavier than they weighed in at. But, you know, go out there. Whoever, it doesn't matter who they throw out against you. You just compete hard, and hopefully good things happen. And if that doesn't come out the way you want, learn from it. Get better the next time.
And we already know Nick Garber's dinged up right now. We're not sure on his overall status. Hopefully, obviously, it'd be awesome to get Nick back. I mean, that's a kid that arguably would be a potential state finalist, or you know. But health is always the main thing, and he's battling some issues. So hopefully, Nick can get healthy and get back.
He's just got to get cleared. I mean, I think he's going to be. I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, so, but I mean, when I see him. He won the Minot tournament without having much of an issue with his back or anything. And then I think this is, I mean, maybe it's a lot of precaution, which you should do. And I don't know. I don't know enough about it except for that they told him to hold off, and we're holding off.
Yeah, definitely probably the wise thing to do, and hopefully you can get him back sooner than later with a clean bill of health, and that would be good for the Cardinal wrestling team for sure, because he's kind of up in that area where you don't have a lot of guys.
No, that's one we can't just bump. We can't just throw one of our 107-pounders out there.
No, I don't think your 107-pounder wants to go up there either.
Nope.
No. So with that being said, you guys.
And you got Gabe Clifton, right? He looked pretty good tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, he could go 52, or he's actually certified at 52, but he's been going 60 right now. We put Michael Vandehoven. Now that's a guy it's harder at 152 for a 7th grader. He hasn't fully grown yet. But he's going out there and giving his all, and that's all we can ask for.
So looking ahead for this weekend, next week, anything going on this weekend, or is it next week?
We go straight to Velva tomorrow.
There you go. Tomorrow and Saturday for the Velva tournament.
Yep.
And then on next Tuesday, you got a triangular with Grafton and Larimore coming to town on Tuesday. We'll have that one for you on Tuesday. I think Dennis will be doing the broadcasting this weekend. And we appreciate you stopping up here, Josh, and nice showing tonight, and best of luck tomorrow, and we'll talk to you again next Tuesday.
Thanks a lot, Kyle.
All right,
look forward to talking to you then.
You bet. That's Josh Kerbaugh, the head coach, now in his 15th year of the Cardinal Wrestling program. A couple of wins here tonight.
Cardinal Wrestling is back on home floor all week this week, taking on Grafton and Larimore in another triangular Tuesday before hosting the 2025 Al Larson Invitational Friday and Saturday. You can watch all 3 events on KDAK The Cardinal on YouTube.
Nothing has embodied the American spirit like the family farmer. Year after year, they continue to work the land and plant their crops. Through droughts, floods, and uncertain markets, they keep that spirit alive with another crop harvested for the next generation. And for that, we tip our hats to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
In Carrington, see Randy Hui.
Carrington Wrestling hit the road this weekend to take part in the Velva Invitational Tournament, and the Cardinal Boys placed 5th with 217 team points. In the final at 107 for a second consecutive tournament, it was Landon Clifton and Gabe English, and this time Clifton got the win. At 114, Mason Cook was 3rd. At 127, Sky Cromlick was the runner-up. Jackson Wilson was 5th at 139 pounds, while Colin Wolski finished 4th at 145. Gabe Clifton 5th at 160. Jacob Heinrichs 3rd at 215. Billy Jorgensen also at 215 was 6th. while Brant Klein was 8th at 2:15. And in the heavyweight division, Chuck Jorgensen finished 3rd and Kirby Freeman finished 5th. It was also a good weekend for the Cardinal girls, who finished 2nd in the Velva tournament. Grace English was 3rd, as was Asa Reimke Vanderhoven at the 100-pound weight class. At 106, Elena Gushus was the runner-up, and at 124, Addison Vanderhoven was the runner-up, and Linda Yuja finished in 4th. At 142, Hadley Volk finished in 5th. At 148, the runner-up was Madalena Chuboteriano, and at 155, Kendra Garcia won it as the 8th seed in the bracket, and at 250, Jillian Parker was the runner-up.
When you work with your local Pioneer team, you gain hardworking partners who strive to know your every acre. Doug Retzlaff is your local Pioneer Seed sales representative in Carrington. Call Doug at Retzlaff Seed and Supply LLC. He will do the best to match the right product on the right acre and supply you with unparalleled choices of Pioneer Seed products treated with Lumigen brand seed treatment to protect your investment. Doug and his team also carry a complete lineup of livestock feed and minerals. Retzlaff Seed and Supply LLC in Carrington, near the roundabout.
It's a busy week for Carrington athletes, especially wrestling and girls basketball. For the wrestling team, they are at home against Grafton and Larimore in a triangular. That's Tuesday, and coverage begins at 4:45 on KDAK, the Cardinal on YouTube, while 2 hours later, girls basketball opens Region 2A play on the road at Hillsborough Central Valley. You can hear that on KDAK, the Cardinal. Then moving to Friday, and the Al Larson Invite gets underway at 12:45 on KDAK, the Cardinal on YouTube, while at 5:15, a long road trip for the Carrington girls. They hit Belcourt to take on Turtle Mountain. That's a rematch of the consolation semi from the state tournament. You can hear that on KDAK, the Cardinal. And Saturday at 10 a.m. on radio and on YouTube, day 2 of the Al Larson Invite. And we will have recaps and highlights of all of that on the next edition of This Week in Carrington Sports.